Sound. Totally my bad, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, and then Miss Tina's gonna get me because I said my bad. Let me know. Let me know if we have sound. My apologies. Eliana on Twitch too. Thank you guys for telling me so quickly. I love you guys. Yeah, so me, I just forgot to plug in the mic. So let me know. Can you guys hear me now? Do we have sound? Yay! All right, welcome. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Guys, we're gonna do a real quick collective current energy. I do apologize for the sound. Little last minute, you know me, performing best under pressure and always forgetting the mic. But thank you guys for telling me so quickly. All right, really quickly, guys. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy. I do want to do a real quick current energy check in. I just want to see where everyone is at. Eliana, I was asking you when there was no sound to tell me, how does your energy feel today? Jamie Cook on Facebook, tell me, how does your energy feel today? I definitely feel like we are having some tests, right? Having some challenges, and I do feel like it's an almost the universe showing us an opportunity to implement our spiritual lessons, the lessons we've learned in this last 7 year karmic cycle, right? Interesting, there's 7 people on YouTube right now. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's this energy that we're being tested, and if we push through to what we know, what we've been working on with this, spiritual awakening that we're all experiencing, then we're being rewarded, and we're being rewarded in like massive ways, right? So I kept talking last week about how everyone was kind of dropping some energies, right? Masculine energy, especially, just dropping things that were no longer serving their greater good. I do feel like feminine is very much on the same page. I do feel an alignment that I can't really explain, or that I can't say I've felt before. So tell me, Eliana, do you guys feel that too? Do you guys feel like there's this new, it's like an empowered energy? In other words, we feel so supported, that we know we can push through. I'm not saying that we're not having these things come at us, because they're definitely coming at us. 444 on the timer. But we're definitely seeing all the number synchronicities, right? We're seeing all the spiritual signs. Things are coming to me so clearly, guys, that I feel like sometimes time is like slowing down just so I can see it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you guys ever experienced that before? Like where, it's like spirit or the universe or whatever label you want to put on it. It's like they want you to know so much what it is that it's like almost the time slows down, and I'm catching like these little, it's almost like photograph little shots so that I can see what's happening step by step. So that has been the energy for me, I would say, for like the last 3 days. And I would say that it's definitely coming to like a head, or like a boil, or like it's peaking, right? I made myself coffee this morning in a percolator, and it's like that coffee percolating in that glass top. You know what I'm saying? Like it's coming to a boil, and it's going to blow. Now, I don't know like what that means or what energy that means. I don't think it's anything bad per se, because we're fighting for ourselves. We're standing up for ourselves. We're drawing the line in the sand, right? So it's like we're doing it. And I just want to say, for me personally, you know how I always say, like, I'm going kicking and screaming. I didn't see this coming. Totally didn't see this coming. So pretty interesting energy. It's definitely very tough. It does feel like it's one test after another. But guys, I feel like we're knocking it out of the park. So is it challenging? Yes. But are we doing it? Yes. All right, so let's look at, I've pulled out several different oracles. I was just drawn to several different ones as I was unpacking. So we're going to use the Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. And this was gifted to me by Sandra. And we're going to use this one for masculine energy. And then I'm going to use the Divine Feminine Oracle, which coincidentally was also gifted to me by Sandra. And we're going to use this for divine feminine energy. I am going to use the Moonology Oracle for the bridging energy, which is a little bit different. We don't normally do that. So that's a little bit different of a card. And then I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels when we do Head, Heart, Higher Self space. All right, so let's start with current energy first. And we are going to start with masculine energy, just like normal. So tell me, do you guys feel like you're taking care of business, or do you feel like life is happening to you? All right, here we go, guys. Masculine energy first, please. Illumination comes out. We did just have that big full moon, Capricorn full moon. Pleasure comes out for feminine. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that, but we're going to keep it. And let's do bridging energy. Power. All right, so I meant for all of these to be masculine energies, and I feel like they actually are. So we're just going to take all three of them. All right, so illumination most likely just means that that's what this specific Capricorn full moon showed them, power. So I do feel, like I said earlier, we're being tested, but we're using, or like we're implementing the spiritual lessons we've learned since our awakening. So it's like we're learning how powerful we are. I even said something in the intro about like feeling like we're drawing that line in the sand, like we're confident enough to understand that anything we need on this journey is within us, right? So we can draw this line now. We don't need anything from the past, and we're all ready to move forward. I definitely feel this strongly for masculine energy, but pleasure is sticking out. And again, guys, I don't read like reversals. So I definitely sometimes, it's just the energy of the card, okay? So with pleasure, it talks about how you can open yourself to receive, and you're allowed to experience pleasure. The energy is coming out in reverse. So it's definitely like this collective masculine energy is struggling to find joy. It's struggling to, how I always say, cultivate those fluttering moments of joy, of happiness. Over the weekend, I kept catching myself in those little moments and being able to like stop time and capture it, right? Like in my memory, what was everyone wearing? What did they say? What were we doing? What song were we listening to, right? And capture that moment. There's definitely this energy here with the masculine where there's so much going on, and they're so having to use so much of like the I almost said collective power, which I mean could definitely be that type of energy, that they feel like there's no room to stop. There's no room to enjoy a happy moment, or it's like they're going so quickly that they can't feel enjoyment from each moment, because every moment is about the next moment. And I think that's it. So I mean, that kind of gives me a little bit of present energy, right? That kind of gives me a little bit of we need to be here in this moment. And I've been feeling that myself. Remember, when you're on this journey and you have this counterpart, remember, we all have masculine and feminine within us. So even if you have like a 3D counterpart and you see that your person is experiencing these types of energies, you're going to still be feeling them within yourself also, right? All right, so let's look at divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy. Again, I'm going to pull 3. Let's see if we can get clarification with 3 of them. Oh, thank you, Miss Al. Hi, Erica. All right, let's see. So we do have a very strong divine feminine collective. Most of you have Scorpio in a very strong position. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. Guys, I've been working on those symmetry charts. If you guys haven't got one of those, it's where you can take your chart and your counterpart's chart and put them together. I just recently got the ability to be able to do that. So if you're questioning who is who in your journey, that reading can definitely be very, very helpful. All right, feminine energy, where are we at? The goddess of devotion, and it's so true. We're so devoted. We're devoted to ourselves and our journey, right? Like we're fighting in ways that, like, if someone told me 6 months ago I would be doing this, I wouldn't have believed it. You see what I'm saying? Look at Erica, Mars, Pluto, and Jupiter. Okay, so it's definitely this energy of yes, a warrior energy, right? Fighting. It's definitely like it's getting we're not scared to fight for something. I think most likely it's because we've had so much confirmation, right? So much knowing. We have the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. I love it. That could be what we're fighting for, right? Peace of mind, a clear mind. And we also have Lala. Is it Laya? It's going to be every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So that's what we're doing, right? Whether we're being successful in that or not, I don't know. I think we are. We're headed towards the path of success, but it's like we're questioning ourselves. We struggle with that self doubt. So the goddess of devotion, it's almost telling me like as long as I don't quit following my journey, I can't fail. Right? Like that's the energy that I'm getting. And I think we all have this confirmation. And because we all have this confirmation, it's like it's making us more empowered, stronger. There was a reason that I wanted to pull the Divine Feminine Oracle, right? The Saint of Spoken Words. We're literally speaking our manifestations into fruition. Like, for example, 2 years ago, I really didn't like where my life was at, right? 2 years ago, when I started PLR, I had no idea where this was going. That's not true. I had a pretty good idea where it was going. But like, I didn't have enough confidence in myself to believe that it was really going in that direction. You see what I'm trying to say? And I feel like now I say things, I speak things into existence that, again, if someone had told me 2 years ago, I'd be like, what? All right, let's see. Bridging energy. I'm going to use the Moonology Oracle. Yeah, it's so true, Miss L. You have to help yourself and be with God or what your belief system is in. I read that, Miss L, and I read no matter what your belief system is in. And I feel like it's the same, right? You have to help yourself first and be with God regardless of what you believe in, guys, regardless. Says learn this from practicing not being dependent or codependent. I love it. The masculine is reaching out to me, going through a dark time, and I'm not with it. Same. Redirected my energy, prayed to God to help masculine. Yep, and that's really all we're supposed to do. Clarissa. Yes, guys, don't forget, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, let's look at this bridging energy. What are we working on collectively together? Emotions are running high. So we talked about that a little bit at the beginning. And I love that this one came out. You and your loved ones are safe. A lot of times when we're on this particular journey, this specific spiritual journey, a lot of times when we meet this person that catapults our awakening, right? Our own family comes into can feel like it's the foundation is threatened, right? And so when that happens, you know, we either fight for the twin or we fight for the family, right? So I feel like a lot of times for many of you, this gave you the impression that you had to choose something, that there was a choice you had to make. I feel like we've all come to the realization now, again, like I say, it's about the purpose and not the person. So it's like we've come to the realization that our loved ones are safe. What we choose is ours. It's almost like what we choose. Like, let's say I don't choose to be with my twin in the 3D. it doesn't make my journey any less of a spiritual awakening. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't change my path any. I'm still going to experience my path. It's like Miss L said, I'm still going to learn to help myself and be with God, regardless of how this journey looks like to you or someone else or my counterpart. You see what I mean? I do feel like we're getting this confirmation, and that could make us feel like emotions are running high. But on the bottom, I think that's why emotions are running high. It says, step out of your comfort zone, and it's the North Node. And I'm going to take it because all week we're going to be talking about this North Node. Guys, the North Node is moving into Aries. I don't know how else to express to you how important that is. All right. So I'm going to clarify a little bit, and I'm going to pull out some Light Seers Tarot. Let's look at illumination. So what's being illuminated over here for masculine energy? We have Queen of Pentacles. This could be about them taking control of their money, them learning to become their own resource. For feminine energy, we have the Three of Pentacles. Feminine energy has definitely had to step into teamwork, right? It's definitely about teamwork. I almost called this particular live, it was something so corny. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, that was it. I know corny is all get out, but that was the message that I received as I was preparing for the live. And that is what we're doing. Whether we're doing it subconsciously or consciously, we're all actually working together to manifest what each tribe member needs. So that, I think, is amazing. All right. I do feel like for some feminines, some of you that are in separation and you don't have contact or you don't have communication with your counterpart, you may not even realize that you're doing this. And so then you're going to ask me like, well, Rosa, how am I doing it if I don't know that I'm doing it? It's because you're healing yourself and getting closer to God, like Miss Al said. You see what I'm saying? It's because you're filling your cup. It's because you're healing. It's because you are aligning to your soul's purpose. And that alone benefits, assists, aligns the other energy too. You see what I'm saying? Whether you know you're doing it or not. All right, let's look at step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. We have to stop using excuses to not work our purpose, is what I feel like that energy is saying. And some of us could be using like our immediate family as an excuse to not step out of the comfort zone. Four of Swords is here. Four of Swords is that healing card. It's that laying your swords down card, rest card. And I definitely feel like this is where we've been, right? This is what we've been doing. And we've been doing it for so long because we were closing out that 7-year cycle. Guys, that cycle is closed. We have moved on. I've already started to learn new lessons. And I don't know about you guys, but the lessons, it's like I was saying earlier, it's like a test and they're coming one after another. And I'm definitely able to implement a lot quicker than I ever was before. All right, let's look at some head, heart, and higher self space. Oh my gosh, Miss L. I used to live by that motto. I love Miss L's answer to Erica's question. She's very much confused, whether it's genuine or manipulation. And Miss L says that the red flag itself is the confusion. So, like, just the fact that there is confusion, right? And she's right. It says go within and balance. When you go within, like I said earlier, when you work your own journey, where you heal yourself, when you pour into your own cup, it brings that balance. It automatically aligns that energy, right? Like even if you don't know that you're doing it. All right, let's start masculine side first, please. Headspace, we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Let's look at heart space. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. We all know masculine energy definitely struggles with, the inner child wounds, the abandonment and rejection energy. Many of you that are in your masculine energies most of the time, or many of you that I guess resonate with masculine energy more often, deal with like parents that were not there or were what's the word, dysfunctional, right? Everyone is dysfunctional, but to a certain extreme. So to a certain extreme more so than others, right? And then we have reconciliation. So in the higher self space, someone from your past is returning to your life. So I do feel like this is actually going to have something to do with masculine energy healing. So because masculine energy is having mass awakening and they're healing, they most likely have some form of family. This could be like mother, father. Someone's trying to make amends here. And I'm hearing it like someone is trying to make amends. All right, let's pull from the Gilded Tarot. Alright, let's see what's going on in the headspace. Feelings that are worth exploring. So we have 8 of Wands. There could be some sudden information. 2 of Swords is that stuck between a rock and a hard place. And 5 of Cups is the grieving energy. So I feel like this person in the headspace, this is actually like obsessive thinking is what I'm getting. So they're in this energy of breaking out of something. But guys, I actually said something about this earlier today. It's like it's a form of self-sabotage. It's like when you get close to breaking out of something, you start to like, you know how you say like 3 steps forward, but then 2 steps back, and then 3 steps forward, but then 2 steps back. You see what I'm trying to say? It's that type of energy here. So definitely a struggle. I do feel like that full moon has shown them something that's caused them to be very emotional. Let's look at the heart space. Most likely it's forgiveness. Most likely it's like this particular masculine energy could have been holding on to that abandonment and rejection so long that as we moved into the new cycle, it's like, look at this. The Emperor comes out. You're not allowed to take it with you anymore, right? The victim consciousness, like we're not allowed to take it with us anymore. The Emperor is the most powerful tarot card. All right, we have Wheel of Fortune coming out. Again, we're not allowed to take it with us anymore, right? Times have changed. Wheel of Fortune, things have shifted. The past is in the past, and we're not allowed to take it into the new karmic cycle. The Chariot is here. The reason we're not allowed to, guys, is because we're going to be victorious now. It's like we've done these cycles over and over and over. And I don't know if you guys are noticing like the world around you, but the world around you is changing. And it's changing in ways it's never changed before. We're experiencing cosmic influences that are once in a lifetime and we've never experienced before. There's definitely like purpose. There's definitely something we're supposed to be doing. And I feel like it's possible that we weren't successful many, many times. And it's like this time, it's like we're being aligned so that we can be successful. All right, someone from your past is returning. Let's see who it is. 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and 3 of Cups. All right, so 9 of Cups is someone you want, something you want. Divine wishes being granted. I want this thing. But it's also the energy of something's missing because remember, the goal is 10 Cups. So reconciliation could be like this masculine energy feels like something's missing. They haven't seen something. They haven't heard something in a long time. And it's like they need to see or feel that energy. The 6 of Pentacles is here. I do feel like there is some form of assistance. And 3 of Cups is here. It could be soul tribe energy. Ace of Swords on the bottom. Ace of Swords is new communication. It could also mean tomorrow. All right, let's look at the feminine energy and then we'll go to the messages from your person. I am going to pull the OG messages, guys. I do love those soulmate messages, but we're not really looking at soulmate energy here, right? All right, so let's look at divine feminine, head, heart, higher self space, please. All right, so passion comes out in the headspace. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There is that energy of, again, not having time to enjoy something or experience something. But there is something here too about the passion. There's a lot of fire energy right here with this card. So I could be talking to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's like you're really fired up about something right now. It's in the headspace. There was some obsessive thinking in the masculine energy about something that they're going through. There's definitely the same situation over in the feminine energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that we're mirroring each other card, right? Very soon comes out in the heart space. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I did sense that with the Saint of Spoken Words for the Divine Feminine energy. It's like we're speaking what we want into existence right now. And then we have you do deserve love. This is the higher self, and you are lovable. You're taking direction, Divine Feminine. You're finally deciding what it is that you want, and you're going after it. That's the fire that's lit. That's the passion. That's the excitement. But I'm just saying, for some of you, this may not be a person. For me, I know it's a person. Okay. For me, I know who I want to be with. I know what I want to do, and I'm going to go do it. So for you, it may not necessarily be that way. For you, it may be yourself. Like you may be saying, you know what? I've done this many times, and I think this time I'm going to pick me. I'm going to choose me. Definitely. All right, let's do Triple Goddess Tarot. I dropped the Empress. Knowledge, wisdom. The Empress is the card that normally shows the zodiac behind her head. Her crown is supposed to represent, again, knowledge, wisdom. Look at this. Destiny is coming out for very soon. So, feminines, whatever you've been working on, whatever you have felt at the tips of your fingers, but you couldn't see it, you couldn't touch it, but you could almost smell it. It is literally almost here. This is the card that represents fate, destiny. You're not going to be able to get away from it, and it's coming very soon. All right, you deserve love, higher self. Again, the Chariot. So strong Cancer energy coming out in this reading. Strong Aries energy coming out in this reading. We are in Cancer season, so that's really specific to me too. It could be this Cancer season and the Cancer energy that we're all developing right now that's bringing in this Chariot energy, that's bringing in this victory. The Chariot is all about a victory, and you are lovable. Divine Feminine, when you first met me, when you first started listening to my messages, you didn't believe that you were lovable. You see, now we do. Now, not only do we believe it, but we see our worth, and we're drawing that line where we're saying, meet me or remove it, right? All right, let's pull messages, and let's go to the ones that I made. Give me just a second while I grab them out. And we're going to do just like we normally do, the 3 from masculine to feminine and the 3 from feminine to masculine. Erica agrees. All right, 3 from masculine to feminine. Your courage inspires me. That's going to be 3D. I am so proud of you. That's going to be higher self. I did what I thought was best. That's also going to be 3D. So a lot of remorse going on here, a lot of healing happening here. Don't pay attention to my doodling. But yeah, like there's definitely a lot of wish I coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? Type of energy with this card. But there's definitely higher self. The higher self is telling me that because they're able to see the pride, because they're able to have the pride in what it is that you're doing and your awakening and your journey. It is inspiring them. It's like I said earlier, it's like as long as you work your path, you don't have to really worry about what it is that that person is doing. They're going to align regardless. You can't stop it. My ears just blew up. All right, let's see. Feminine to masculine. I think I made a mistake. There's a little bit of self-doubt there. Send unconditional love. I just want to say I do feel like feminine is going through a challenge, and I do feel like masculine is a little bit in a sense past the feminine energy here. And again, just in a sense. So just try to bear with me as I try to find the words. Because it's what it is the excitement. It's that first, when you first awakened and you first realized that you could do things. You see what I'm saying? It's that type of like excitement that caused this little bit of like a burst. And it does feel for many of us like the masculine has surpassed the feminine, right? But there is this energy of needing unconditional love at the moment. There's this energy of, look at it, push it to the limits. That's an actual 3D message for me. But that is what we're doing right now. We're literally pushing it to the limits, right? Like that's exactly where we're at. It doesn't get any more direct than that. All right, let's pull some guidance to close it out. And I am going to use angels and ancestors. All right, so if you're on this journey with me, I'm asking our angels, our ancestors, and our spirit guides, what do we need to know? We have the Hunter card coming out. It says, track down your fears and desires. It is the card that says that you have to go down and literally hunt down the thing that scares you, the thing that's stopping you from moving forward. You have to hunt it down and remove it. If it's a desire, if it's a manifestation, again, you have to hunt it down and go get it. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. We're all experiencing the changing times. Have the Mandela effects calmed down for you guys? Is it like, did you go from, oh my God, we were experiencing Mandela effect every single day, all the time, to now there's zilch, none, right? And again, I told you it's because we've landed. This is the timeline. We're not going to shift anymore. We have to start implementing the lessons. We have to start pushing it to the limits, right? We also have Lord, take charge with authority. And that's definitely the case. I watched this whole show. It wasn't a show. It was a TikTok video. Jesus, Rosa. All right. I watched this whole TikTok video with this young man. He was probably like 15, 16 years old. And this professor is talking to him and he's explaining like his understanding of source, of energy, of oneness, right? And he explains to the professor his, in his own words, this 15, 16-year-old kid, in his own words, his understanding of how source is a part of all of us. Hi, Rachel. How source is a part of the rock that he was standing on, and how source was also a part of who he is, and how he can manifest because he is a part of source. And it's like, man, it's so interesting to me how this younger generation just gets it. There's no walls. There's nothing blocking them. Their self-doubt is it doesn't exist. You see what I'm saying? These younger generations, it's like they understand it instantly. And how that's going to make them light years ahead of us. It's amazing, right? They're definitely taking charge with authority, I would say. All right. So the Eagle card comes out at the bottom and it says, see from a higher perspective. That's what we're all doing right now. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I am going to do some free readings tomorrow night. Remember, normally we're over on Twitch at 8 p.m. So I'm going to be back here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch tomorrow night, 8 p.m. We're going to talk about that North Node moving into Aries. And I am going to be offering some special free readings. So make sure to come back and join us tomorrow evening. Guys, if anyone is struggling with the current soul connections energy, please reach out to me. My email is always on my YouTube page. It's right there on my channel cover. You can just click it and it sends you a message straight to me. There's always Etsy. Also, you can message me through Etsy. And then, of course, Twitch has the whispers. So, yes, if you guys are struggling, please reach out to me. And just sometimes an ear or sometimes me telling you what I'm going through lets you understand that it's all of us, right? And we're doing it together. It's not you just out there by yourself. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all three, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Have a good night, guys. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thanks.